Hello, my name is Yusen Yu. I'm a researcher based at the University of Oxford. I'm working on the history and the culture of Central Asia during the Timurid period. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to the organizational committee of this conference for their kind invitation. I was in the Conference of Cultural Legacy of Uzbekistan held in Tashkent last year. This year, apparently, we are not able to see each other again in person. So I think it is meaningful that we gather together in a virtual format and share some of our new research. Currently, I have a new research project on the materiality of Timurid manuscripts with a focus on the use of paper in the making of manuscripts. This project focuses on a corpus of 15th century manuscripts that are known to be made of a special kind of gold sprinkled paper imported from China. The use of the gold sprinkled paper represents a case of conscious choice in terms of writing material, because as we know, the Timurid artists specified provenance, color, and the format of paper for different kinds of purposes. The earliest dated example in terms of consumption of this special kind of paper is the calligraphic page compiled in the famous Topkapi album H2153, which bears the title of Halil Sultan, son of Timur, a grandson of Timur, who shortly ruled Central Asia from 1405 to 1409. Among surviving manuscripts that are made of this kind of paper, 8 can arguably be attributed as Timurid, according to the colophons. In this short presentation, I will share some of the interesting aspects of these manuscripts. As some of the examples shows here, the paper is colored and decorated in lavish gold. Some examples had also been elegantly painted in gold with pictorial motifs such as melon wines and a bird and flowers. Identical paper specimens can be found from Chinese works of art. One example is the frontispiece of a calligraphic scroll in the Palace Museum in Taipei. These manuscripts in question show a unique interrelationship between the textual genres and the material upon which they are written. For Timurid viewers, the birds and the flowers readily resonated with established poetic allusion. The most affinitive poetic metaphor is the Golo Bobo, the rose and the nightingale, more broadly defined as Golo Morg, bird and flower, which had remained the most commonplace image in classic Sufi poetry, such as those of Hafiz and the Sadi. The Quranic manuscripts deserve special attention, as traditionally they were predominantly decorated with an iconic repertoire. On a page from a copy of recently sold by Christie's, what immediately strikes the viewer is that a bird, a crane probably, flies over the heading of the chapter or surah of Ibrahim. The page contains other pre-existing well-realized compositions that seem to relate to the Quranic text, such as the trees and other plants that are set against the riverbanks. In recession to a further distance, a monastery half hidden in the woods also appears. The scene would probably remind of the Timurid viewers of the two concepts of garden and pavilion in the paradise that appears in the Quranic text. It is further notable that the orientations of the text and the gold-painted images are frequently reversed, which seems to indicate that each page could have been expected to be viewed from individual angles. These manuscripts also strike one by their unusual weight, which can only be experienced through physical encounter. The text was executed over the gold flags and the decoration. Sometimes the handwritten text even appears illegible. There is apparently much that can be said about the sensory potential of manuscripts as material objects beyond the traditional text image studies. The paper was also used in writing documents and letters. The use of gold to establish honor marks social status. A farman or decree in the name of the Akoyulu ruler, Abu Muzaffar Sultan Yaqub Bahadur Khan, who ruled Western Iran between 1378 and 1390, is one of such examples. The surface of the paper is covered in irregular flecks of gold, which was clearly applied locally. The name of the ruler is further highlighted in gold. The papermaker and the scribe used the same raw material of gold in both writing and paper decoration, including the golden frame. As we can see, the color and grain of the gold script is the same with the gold flags. It gives the decree a pleasing overall appearance and asserts the authority of the ruler. To my knowledge, in some, if not all of the manuscripts, imported paper and local product were used at the same time. Some locally made specimens can be found again from the Topkapi albums. They show a trend of stylization in terms of gold decoration, which reflects the general tendency of the Timurid workshop, as we can observe in drawings and paintings from the same period. It is therefore not an exaggeration to say that it was under the Timurid patronage that the taste for gold sprinkled paper spread across Central Asia, Iran, India, and Turkey in and beyond the 15th century. I do hope that this unique unpublished corpus of Timurid-related materials could be noted and better studied in the framework of cultural legacy of Uzbekistan. I will be happy to receive your questions and suggestions via email. Of course, I also look forward that we can gather together in Tashkent or Samarkand in a foreseeable future, probably next year. Thank you and take care.